Hi everybody, this is Caroline Sotheby and welcome to Up, Down, and Around Town. Well, I hope you're nice and comfortable and warm. We did get our snow last week and it was sort of fun for some kids and things probably got out of hand. Anyway, last week I did mention to you that there are want ads available, and we talked about the police department also needing some help. There was an update on what kind of services are needed at the police department, and this is one of them, because they're not now hiring. They need a bike unit, traffic unit, honor guards there, special operations, detective bureau, K9, and SWAY, and that is the information there. And what is more interesting is the benefits. They're ample. Minimum requirements: at least 21 years old, got to be a United States citizen, at least have a high school diploma, a valid Michigan driver's license, no felony convictions. That's important, even for kids to realize now. If you're looking for a future with the service, you better make sure that you keep your record straight and don't get involved at an early age thinking it's fun. Anyway, talking about fun, it so happened that last week some of the police departments got together, went to Woodhaven on the big hill, and Channel 4 and 7 and all of those were there, but we also had Wyandotte Cable, well, not volunteer, Joel went there and got some of this footage for you. Anyway, the kids were having a good time, and they did show the police race down the hill on Facebook, where the Woodhaven cop managed to get his hand over the line and became the winner. Then I hear things that some other police were calling up and saying, hey, I want to challenge you. So that might be something for the future, but that's also one thing too. Is the snow going to stay with us? We have no idea. Another thing that came into play, remember we've been talking about the Winterfest in Trenton and how they even had shuttle from the Kennedy Ice Rink back and forth, back and forth. Well, my one daughter and I went down there Friday, and just enjoy. If you haven't been to Trenton for a while, let's look at this and get an idea of what it actually was doing. Elliott's Bakery, just like Ashley had said, has been there for years. There's a sculptor. And inside, it's very interesting. I've never been there. My daughter had been there. She said when the kids were going to school at St. Joe's, many times they'd go there after school and have something to eat. They were having people in and out. I got the biggest kick. See that small table and chair for the kids? That's interesting. Anyway, that was the first place. Next, we got the sculptor. I found the sculptors very different compared to what we used to have in Wyandotte, but more of a decorative. Here was next to the All About Grace place in the parking lot. There was a Mexican food place. And several vendors were setting up at that time. This was on Friday. This is sharp.
Thank you. I appreciate it so much.
Do you come here often then?
So this is my first show here, but I do shows all over like Michigan. So we go all the way up to like Saginaw. But most we do like Ann Arbor, Monroe, Belleville, Saginaw, downriver.
This is All About Grace, and I found that place jammed with items, practically all kind. It reminded me of what was at our place in Wyandotte many years ago. But this is really something. She even had entertainment there. And this spot in the corner has made me see these little kids. It says free s'mores bars, and they were with their mom and warming them up. Hockey is my favorite season. Swimming is. A lot of items over there sports-wise.
Oh man, you got the hat.
This was the vintage market one. They had, at first I couldn't figure out why they had a car until I went inside and got an idea of what they had there. Now, Vintage Market used to be here in Wyandotte, and they moved there. But they don't have as much as what they had here, unless it's a bigger place.
Yeah, I thought they were supposed to.
This was by a church. This gives you a bird's eye view of somebody actually selling in that little, what we call little homes. Okay. And it reminds me of the igloos that we have down on our street in Sycamore. But instead of igloo, it's a home, I think, where they can have people eat. We're zeroing in on this one, which is a fork and a knife. This place was not open, but they have a hot dog out in the scope. That was by the attorney's office on the corner. It was cold that day. Snow was up hills in a lot of places. that was taken from the car as we were going home. I talked to Ashley. She was supposed to try to come on the show and call up today and says, I'm not feeling too well. I said, stay home, get some rest, and she'll probably be on in another week or so. But she did take all the pictures of all the sculptors that were there, and I'm sure she'll bring it with her when she comes on in 2 weeks. Next week, we're going to have Kelly Stick on. She's in charge, basically, of the citywide chili contest in the city of Wyandotte. And that's going to be on Sunday, the 27th at PRCU Hall from roughly about 3 o'clock to about 4:30. They plan on giving the awards out. Another thing, if you look at Facebook, 14th of February is what? Valentine's Day? And the museum is having something different. I've never had it before. I called up and I said, Jesse, what are you going to have there? He said, well, we'll probably have some refreshments and that. So it'll be decorated. How it's going to be decorated, I don't know, but being that it's Valentine's Day, with Audrey there, she's out to come up with some good ideas. So if you get a chance, hop in. Another thing that's going on, and I got to make you aware of, you've heard about the women scholarship thing that Tom Wilson started many years ago. And I mentioned to you, too, that something is coming up, and that's going to be on Friday, February 25th. That's the second annual bowling fundraiser. Check-in at 6:15. Bowling begins at 7. And if you're interested in going down and bowling, it's a $20 fee it includes the 3 games. If you need shoes, pizza, and soft drinks. And Jackie's the one to call to register or apply for it, just to make sure you do have a space. 734-518-0044. But besides that, they do have tickets out, and they're for sale at $10 each, which includes first prize is a Blackstone outdoor grill. And the second one, of course, is a cooler of cheer. Okay, and it's always nice to invest in that, right? So anyway, that's for the scholarship fund. And the drawing will be at 9 o'clock on February 25th at Indian Lanes. So I'm sure if you want to get more information, call up Tom Wilson or Jackie. Again, phone number 734-518-0044. Is that all that we have right now? Might be. But anyway, you take care. A lot of people are sick, so be cautious. Make sure you're well, and keep comfortable. We'll be seeing you on another one of Up, Down, and Around Town next week. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.